Alright everyone, welcome everyone to the RJM Dirt Sprint Car 360 series live here tonight on Extreme Sim TV, coming your way from Eldora. Should be a fun night of racing action in Eldora, fast and furious, as the drivers of the RJM Sprint Car series takes on this famous dirt track here. Really fun track to run, nice and wide, a lot of room. What I've seen out of the track early in practice is it's really widened out tonight. A lot of grip out there for these guys. It don't really seem to be slicking off all that much. Without further ado, let's get you out to the racetrack for the few minutes of practice here. As we go on board in a still shot with one of these cars, you can see what it looks like out the front of one of these sprint cars. Alrighty, we're going to get ready for qualifying here. It's going to be quick, fast, and furious. We'll have qualifying and then 2 heats to start this one off here tonight. About 5 seconds left here in practice, and I thank you for qualifying here on Extreme Sim TV. Right now, we'll take a look at Damon here in the 23 machine. That Jack Daniels machine, he'll be out on track, turning his first laps here in qualifying. Making sure all my audio looks right, and it does. So cross your fingers, folks, that all of our audio issues are over and done with. Right now, looks like the fastest car on track is going to be Robert, right there in that 128 machine. Damon there right now, second. Third will be Henry Jones. Justin sixth, right there in fourth. Peter there in fifth. Again, Robert with a fastest lap time of a 14.33, or 14.386 now. Doing a really good job there, weighing down a quick lap. Got Alexander here pulling off track in fourth. Here is Kevin in that number 88 machine. And right here is the 36er John. John having a little bit of trouble last week, hoping to bounce back at Eldora Speedway here. He'll run the bottom of the racetrack. He'll slide it up next to the wall. See what he can do on his laps. Back to the middle of the track now. As you can see, the track's pretty tacky all the way around. Not really seeing any slick spots on it. It's not drying out quite yet. Able to really stick these cars around the bottom as John jumps to P2. So that'll put him first in heat number 2 as of now. Again, we should have 2 heats here tonight. I believe what it'll work out to, maybe 3, depending on how the heats split here. Julian here wrapping up his lap, right now in 10th. Again, welcome to Extreme Sim TV's coverage of the RJM Dirt Sprint Car Series here tonight. Once again, the RJM Series will be back in action here Saturday night with their Pro Late Model Division. Once again, that's going to be Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, only on Extreme Sim TV. If it's your first time here, don't forget to hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe. Plenty of more racing action coming to Extreme Sim TV over the coming months with all the series that we cover here. Racing here on Extreme Sim TV pretty much 5 nights a week. Alright, we'll sit here and we'll just wait on qualifying to wrap up. And then we'll get ready for heat race number 1 of the evening here from Eldora. Alright, guys, I'll be right back with you. Well, nope, we won't, because it looks like they went ahead and advanced the session. So we're going to go ahead and start gridding up for heat number 1. 11 laps in this heat. Actually, that's a pretty long heat. 10 lap heat. Good deal for them. And in heat number 1, let's see, your starting lineup. Robert here should start on the pole. Indeed he will. Now he's being inverted to last. 23 right there as well. Those two in the final row, right in front of these guys. Now here we go. 49 will start on the pole, the 88 outside. The 49 being Jeffrey, that's Kevin on the outside. Great looking cars for those guys. Starting on row number 2, looks like it's going to be the 118, or the 118 machine. It's going to be Peter right here on the inside of the second row. Outside of him will be, looks like the, hang on, let him get lined up here. The 128 is being scored out there, Robert, on the outside of row number 2. Down there on the inside of row 3 will be the 23 machine. That is Damon. There he is, starting in that 5th position. Alright, there you go. 5 cars for heat number 1, looks like. And we'll get ready to send them off here.
Green, green, green.
Green flag is in the air for the RJM 360 Dirt Sprint Car Series number 23, working the bottom of the racetrack. Let her score and get called up. Looks like the 49 machine, that's going to be Jeffrey out front. Running the high side, he's going to have the 128 on the inside of him. And the 3 and 4, he'll try to slide up right in front of him. Jeffrey will try to cross him back over. Good move there early on in this one. 9 laps to go, 49 right in the bottom. The 128 of Robert on the outside here. Good side-by-side racing here at Eldora for the lead. Robert will take it early on in this. Alright. Out of corner number 4 now. Robert starting to build a gap with 7 laps to go in number 1. Over the second place machine of Jeffrey. There's Jeffrey in that 49. 23 of Damon back here in 3rd. 4th is Alexandra. And 5th will be Peter. There's Peter in that 118 machine. Back here in the 5th position. Meanwhile, still up front is Robert in that 28 machine. Still running the bottom of the racetrack with 3 laps to go. He'll be coming to 2 to go here. In heat number 1, Robert looking to pick up a win here in this heat. Get his night off to a good start as you already see cars working their way up to the upper groove. Now crossed over all the way to the bottom. Slide back up into the middle groove. He'll come into the corner with 1 lap to go. As he passes turns 1 and 2. Into 3 and 4, Robert's going to walk away with heat number 1 here live at Eldora. Finishing second in heat 1, that's going to be Jeffrey. And Damon will finish third. And we'll get ready to line them up here for heat 2 from Eldora. I had to scramble. Alright, we'll get ready to start up heat number 2. John, they're in the 36 machine, starting at the rear of the field. He was your second place qualifier, so it's going to invert him to the rear of heat number 2 here. Right here is Justin Sick. Or Justin Sick, Justin Slick, whichever one you want to call him. I like calling him Justin Sick. That's kind of the nickname I gave him. I think I'm going to stick with it. He's going to start right there with John. The 54 machine of Alex is going to be outside the front row. The 39 on pole for heat number 2. It's going to be Julian. There's these two cars are. What's going on here is it's inverting these cars for some weird reason. So the scoring that I'm getting is not the scoring that they're starting. There's Justin in third. 5 cars once again for heat number 2. The 25 machine of Henry will start in 4th. And then John will start 5th. But nevertheless, lights are off on the iRacing pace truck. We'll get ready to turn them loose once again for 10 more laps. Heat number 2 for the RJM 360 Sprint Car Series is underway, and contact right off the get-go between the 54, looks like the 39 made contact. They'll head down into 3 and 4 to 54 on the high side. He's trying to make it work. There's Justin trying to find a way through as well, as they battle for second here from 25 to 54. Trying to get up to Julian there in the lead. They'll battle side by side out of 3 and 4. Henry on the bottom there. 17 is Justin closing the gap. Now he'll cross over. He'll get underneath Henry for third. He'll try to slide that 17 machine, but no room. Out of 3 and 4 with 7 laps to go. Now Justin's able to complete the pass. Henry back to the bottom of the crossover. John kind of sitting back there watching all this. Justin and Henry battling it out here for third. 6 laps to go here from Eldora. Eldora in heat number 2. Meanwhile, back up front, the 39 of Julian Newman trying to hang on in front of that 54 machine of Alex. 5 to go here. A great battle for the lead. Alex really trying to run the high line now. Trying to gather up all the momentum he can to draw alongside your leader of Julian in that 39 machine. Three laps to go here in heat number 2. Coming to 2 to go this time by. Can Julian hang on and get his first win of the season? Out of 1 and 2 now. Julian just trying to run the upper lane right there with the 54. Trying to run his line to where he can't get a run. White flag, 1 more to go. Right there now. He'll work the bottom, look for the crossover. There he dives to the bottom. He'll try to slide up in front of him. They make contact, car in the wall, and the 54 will walk away with this. Alex will grab the win in a thrilling last corner pass. Wow, what a job to get by. And now we'll get ready for our main event of the evening. Alright, let's get these cars lined up for 30 laps around Eldora Speedway. On pole, I'm being showed, and again, it's backwards, so looks like Julian was starting fifth, trying to get your pole sitter here. Peter there is actually going to be fourth. There's the 54 of Alex. Just trying to let my scoring sort itself out here, folks. Don't understand why it's doing that, but it most definitely is. Something to do with the inverting of the fields. My scoring is not getting along with. There's John in the 36 machine. Starting in fourth, looks like. Starting to get a little bit of a idea where everybody's at. Damon right there at the 53. Looks like he'll be around the 8th or 9th position. Alright, the light's already off on the iRacing pace truck. We'll get ready to turn them loose. For the main event of the evening is the 88 machine on Wrangle to Green. It's going to be Kevin out front. 30 laps. Here we go from Eldora Motor Speedway. They are underway in the feature event of the evening. The 88 machine on the bottom, but he's not going to hang on to it. Flips a 25 to the lead. Out front and pulling away is that 25 of Henry. Look at that car go, already 2 laps in, boys. It's going to go by fast here at Eldora. Very quick lap times here. 34 to go, now 33.
The yellow flag is out.
We got a car up and over. Looks like that's John that went up and over there. Let's see what happened. What happened to John here in the corners? Oh, got up, jumped the cushion. Oh, got into it with the, looks like the 84 maybe. John clipped the wheel up and over on his side. We'll go back and take a look at it one more time. There's the 88 he clipped. Went into 1 and 2, 3 wide. It got stacked up on the outside. And John, the 54 went around as well, but I think John got the worst of it as his car went up on his side. Alright, early on in this one. Yellow out, first caution of the evening, 5 laps in. And we'll have 31 laps remaining here. Out front, Henry Jones. Outside of him, will be Justin Sick. That will be your front row. As they come around, they'll see 30 to go here. And the lights will be off on the iRacing pace car. Kevin back here with Damon. Right there in row number 2. In row 3, Robert and Alex Vandra. Peter and Jeffrey there in row 4. Julian and Alex in row 5. And we'll get ready to turn them back loose here. The first restart of the evening. Green is out. Henry on the wow pedal. He'll run the bottom and try to slide up in front of Justin. Justin, though, on the outside with all the momentum, really trying to run the berm there. Is Justin trying to hold up every bit of his momentum. Come to 28 to go. Still goes to the middle. 3 wide now for the lead. As their contact with Justin is
the yellow flag is out.
Yellow's out. Justin and the number 23 machine of Damon making contact. We'll go back and take a look at it. Take a look at what happened here. Boom, just a little bit of wheel contact, putting them both to the inside wall. Yellow flag will fly for the second time here at Eldora Motor Speedway. It looks like Justin's taking that number 17 to the garage to try to get it fixed, all out of the pit stall, but really it's a garage at this point at Eldora. You go back there, you're going to lose at least one, maybe more laps, so he'll come back out, fall in line. Unfortunately, as he was last week's winner, looks like he's going to get waved around the pace car. Meanwhile, up front, Henry Jones, the leader, leading the race. Then you've got Robert right there as well. Alex, Jeffrey, and Alexandra, your top 5 here at Eldora. As they'll start getting doubled up, we'll get ready to go back green flag racing with 25 laps remaining in this one. Here we go. Lights off on the iRacing pace car. He'll dive down.
Green flag,
and
green flag.
Henry's back on the gas. See if he can hang on here through 1 and 2. Immediately to the outside. 24 laps remaining here. In the 3 and 4, the 128 to the bottom. He'll try to slide up in front of Henry. He will make it work. As Henry gets to put in the wall, now he's
The yellow flag is out.
multiple cars involved in this one. Henry got tagged and turned around, and cars just started piling in after that. We'll go back and take a look at it here. And what happened? Henry got tagged up into the wall, and then the 49 comes along, nowhere for him to go. That's Jeffrey getting involved. He gets turned upside down. The 3rd yellow on the evening here already with 22 laps remaining. Meanwhile, up front, Robert able to take over the lead from Henry. But that good slide from the bottom of the top there got him the lead. As you can see right there in the middle of 1 and 2, that shiny spot on the racetrack. You can definitely tell the lower line down there is really starting to slick up a little bit here. As our double file, we'll get ready to turn them back green flag racing here momentarily. Here from Eldora. Looks like the lights will go off this time by, and they'll get the green flag with 19 laps remaining here. Already 3 cautions for 9 laps here tonight. Alright, the iRacing pace truck will drive down pit road.
Green flag.
The field back in the hands of Robert. He'll jump on the throttle with a 23 at Damon. On the very outside. I don't know if he jumped to start there. It looks like he may have lifted. Back into 3 and 4 though. Now side by side. Robert hanging on to the lead. Alex in 2nd. Damon there running 3rd. Julian 4th. Now Damon tried to crack down, trying to find a way around the 54 per second. Everybody jumps to the high side once again. Meanwhile, back up front, Robert pulling away from Alex. Damon now under fire here from the 31 machine, or the 39 machine of Julian. Jarring back there, hitting the wall and upside down and over. Looks like John may have just jumped the berm there, catching the outside wall and flipping that number 36 machine up and over. Take a look at it one more time, jumping the berm, catches the outside wall, and that's all she wrote. before the 36 machine, flipping down the back straightaway goes John. Big flip out of the 36 machine. He'll definitely have to bring it back to the garage and hope that he's got a faster pair or something. Because holy cow, did he destroy that machine. Alright, now we'll have 13 laps remaining. Alexandria up front. Robert in second. Alex third. Fourth Julian. Fifth Damon. Kevin back in sixth. Can anybody get up there and do anything with that number 8 machine? We should have somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 laps to go when this thing goes back green flag racing here. So, man, what a race it's been so far tonight. Alright, pace car
Green
off.
flag, green flag.
Green flags in the air with 11 laps to go. The 54 on the high side. The 128 of Robert jumps out to the lead there. Good run by the 128. The 54 machine slides it in, trying to hang on to second. Alex in third back there. Alexandra on pit road. Now Robert out front, leading the way in front of Alex there. And Alex really in Robert. Two, three, and four. Here they come. 0.5 of a second gap now with 9 laps to go, down to 4 tenths. Robert out front, Alex in second. Alex doing all he can to run it down. Robert out near the wall, 8 to go. We're coming to see 7 to go. We'll come by and we'll see 6 this time by. Still 7/10 of a second. Lead that Robert has over Alex in the 54. What a job by Robert here tonight, getting that car out front. Robert Satterfield out front and leading the way. Alex in second. Damon in third. Justin fourth. Jeffrey fifth. John sixth. Kevin seventh. Peter in eighth. So that's your top 8 with 4 laps remaining in this one. 54 doing all he can to run down Robert, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen here tonight. As long as there's no more yellows. Robert seems to have his thing well in hand. Now they're into 1 and 2. We'll see 1 to go this time by. Robert Scatterfield out front and leading the way out of turn number 4. White flag in the air. Final lap for the RJM 360 Dirt Sprint Car Series. Second race of the year in Eldora. And it's going to go to Robert Scatterfield. Checkered is out. Good job, Robert. Robert takes the win. Second's going to be Alex. Third, Justin Slick. That's your top 3. And we'll be right back live here on Extreme Sim TV for all your interviews. Alrighty, we'll be right back with you, folks.
Who's snoring?
And we're back here live on Extreme Sim TV. I caught up here with Robert. Robert, you got a copy on me, buddy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
All right, buddy. You were able to walk away with the win here tonight.
Yeah, track was slick on entry. There's a lot of fast guys out there, and I mean, you know, coming from the back, getting on the invert, I was just lucky to get through the field without getting caught up or causing any wrecks. I'm just happy about that.
Good job there. Yeah, you did a good job, Robert. You know, it was tight racing out there all night long. Did the track ever slick off for you any at all?
Yeah, it slicked off on entry, but once you got through on entry, you could hit the middle of the corner and just, you know, just stay in it and just let it drift up a little bit, and it was pretty good. But if you got in too hard, it would kick the back end of the car around and make you lose time. So, I mean, that right there is probably the worst part of it.
All righty, man. Well, great job walking away with the win here tonight. Anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, man, I want to thank HSR Racing, JH Graphics. Just appreciate RJM Motorsports for putting this thing on. Appreciate y'all for broadcasting it.
Yeah, no problem, buddy. It's a lot of fun to watch, to be honest. Well, congratulations on your win here tonight, Robert.
Appreciate it, man.
All righty. We'll move on to our second place finisher. Alex, you got a copy of it, buddy?
Yes, I do.
All right, man. You were trying everything you could do to run down Robert there at the end. Just wasn't strong enough to get there, buddy.
Yeah, the beginning of the race, I came away. I followed him up to the front, and I got up to the mid pack, got in a little bobble, went back to the end, and fortunately, I got a couple of guys split, went right to the middle of them, so I was right behind him on a restart. Me and him jumped up to 1 and 2, and once he got out there, he had like a little gap on me in the restarts, and I held the gap, I just couldn't reel him in. I tried almost every line on the track, I just couldn't find it. You know, towards the end there, we both ran the same line, and I was just hanging in there for a second. I figured that's what I was going to get. I just had to hold off third.
All righty. Congratulations on the second place finish, man. Maybe next week you can move up one more spot, man. All right, moving on to third here. Justin, you got me, buddy?
I do.
All right, last week you won it. This week bringing it home in third. Strong start to the season, bud.
Oh yeah, so far so good, man. The sprint cars are, man, it was a tough one. It really was. I struggle with these since I moved over to late models, and it's just a handful.
All righty, buddy. It's just these cars are really hard to drive, man. They really are.
Yeah, I mean, I ran these for a long time, and then I just recently switched over to the late models the last season. And I don't really run these that often, and they are definitely hard to drive.
Alrighty, well, congratulations on your third place finish, buddy.
Thanks.
All right, well, guys, good job to all of you out there tonight, and we will see you on Saturday evening.
Right on.
Alrighty, have a good one, guys. Alrighty, we'll get ready to end this one out here tonight. Here in one moment, we'll go through your results.
What up, Matt? You're not on broadcast, are you? Sorry.
All right, guys, unfortunately, I can't run through results here tonight. The results have decided to blink out on me, so. But good win there to Robert. A lot of fun to watch these guys race here tonight. And we'll see you back here for the RJM Pro Late Model Series coming up on Saturday night here on Extreme Sim TV. Other than that, good luck to everyone and be safe. And then until next time, have a good one.